Wish I had started the feed like 30
No!
seconds
No!
earlier.
Oh, the missed opportunity. Oh my
I
God.
missed the opportunity to hear Andy say, "Your vagina."
Oh God.
How are my levels? Do I sound okay?
You sound beautiful.
I do sound beautiful. I am beautiful.
Aw.
I am a pretty, pretty princess.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Let's check the Q&A on the side. Oh, nothing.
Oh, no one listens to the show. Bring brong. Hey, Zeus, get out of here. Go.
Racist.
Thank you for turning me on. Adam, I love it when you turn me on. It gets my circuits all crossed.
Your lower third is very racist today.
At least you got the joke.
What does Andy say?
What?
Shut up, man.
It's rough out road.
Roar.
It's so true.
Oh, rough out road.
I roared.
I see that John is the greatest wrestler ever.
Trying to think what wrestlers we used for the trivia last time that I used this random website so I can preload the ones I didn't use. I'll have to quickly go back and.
Was it Taker?
There was a bunch of them.
Oh yeah.
I was going through I gave you like choices of 3, and I can't remember how many rows I got through, or if I skipped a row to go to a different row, or.
That could be troublesome. I think Mr. Perfect was on there.
I think I seem to recall choosing Edge at one point.
Okay, so Edge is out. But okay, so Batista, Bret Hart, John Cena. Did either any? I know at least 2 of those must have been chosen. I think 2 from each line were chosen.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out.
Are we ready?
Oh, I am about ready.
Stop it. Does everybody have their audacities running and whatnots?
Yes, but let me double check to make sure that it's ready to go. Okay. Good thing I checked. Hang on, I close that. Reopen it.
You suck. Swear to God, Andrew, if there's any echo in this goddamn episode, it's gonna come.
Okay, hang on. It's not.
Goddamn head.
It's not picking up my microphone. 1 second. Let me.
It's gonna come down on your goddamn head.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see.
What are you doing now? Are you fucking stuff up?
Still racist. And I can still hear myself.
Maybe you can still hear yourself.
I talk, and then I hear myself talking on someone else's screen.
Well, it's not me. I've got everything fixed. All right, maybe you just have shitty technology over there. Which is probably true. There's my Turtle Beach. All right. Where the fuck's it at? There we go. Okay. Test.
Testes.
Check. Nope, still can hear it. Okay. Well,
You
we'll see
see,
what
you
happens.
can hear it. I can't hear it now. I cut it first. No, I can't.
Weird.
I can't hear an echo.
All right.
I think it's your computer, bro.
You know what? I'm sick of you people.
Troy, let's take over.
I already need a new.
Yeah.
I already need a new TV. I can't afford to get a new computer.
Military coup.
Welcome to the TNA hour.
This isn't even my. Oh, do we have TNA to talk about this week?
Oh, we got lots of TNA to talk about. But I was talking about the Troy and Andy hour. TNA.
Bill says it's his screen.
Let's.
God damn it, Bill.
What?
No idea.
This is why we don't let you on the show.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah.
What voice is that?
It's Carl from Aqua Force.
Okay, that's. Can you do that for the entire show?
I could probably do it for the entire show.
Get the frick out of my pool!
Why don't you go hump yourself?
Oh, Monarch, it's me, Dr. Girlfriend. I kind of got this one down. I don't know.
I used to be able to do Sergeant Hatred very well, but he's kind of a difficult one to do. I'd have to listen to it again in order to get it in my head again.
Episode 206.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Forgot what we were doing.
Adventure! I will get you. Let's do this.
Forgot what we were doing, did you?
What? We're doing impressions. Hi-ho. Kermit the Frog here.
This is the Impression Hour with Troy.
This is the Impression Hour. Adam can go fuck himself. All right, ready? It isn't easy being green.
It's simple. We kill Adam. Oh, are we ready?
Oh yeah.
I reckon you can make me some French fried taters. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. It's Carl's Asian uncle.
Oh, nice.
All right. 206. In 3, 2, 1, record. This week's episode of The Rundown is brought to you by Audible, the leading provider of audio content on the internet. For a 30-day free trial and a free audiobook, go to audibletrial.com/rundown. audibletrial.com/rundown. Maybe this week. Probably not. This week's episode of The Rundown is also brought to you by Apple and Cadillac. 'Cause why the fuck not? Somebody give me an Apple Watch.
Pandering much?
It's my birthday next week. Somebody should give me an Apple Watch.
I forgot your birthday is always a national holiday. Is that our opening banter? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Moving on.
2K Games.
Peace out. Sorry.
2K Games is promising that WWE 2K16 will have the largest roster ever. Let me finish before you die.
Wait. Is it as big as our Twitter? Our Twitterus?
Boasting over 120 unique superstars, not just reskins or different versions of the same person, available at launch.
Is that like
with that said...
Is that like our Facebook's foreskin? The reskinning? Is that what you're talking about?
Ooh. Starting to show off sexy today.
Yeah.
So that means we can finally play as Sean Stasiak?
Yes. I agree. Adam's getting angry already. We're
why do I have you on at the same time? But with that said, will the game still suck?
Sorry. Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah. They're not going to change anything else with the game. They're just going to be like.
I don't think they've changed anything since like 2011.
No.
So there you go.
But this year, instead of Road to WrestleMania or the NXT Takeover, we're going to have the Road to Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Where you get to create your own superstar and try to get in to the TLC match.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That shit writes itself.
It does. Get into TLC and win the title.
Get into TLC, and then you get to be you get to be an entry into the Royal Rumble. You're not going to win it, but you get to be an entry in it.
No, you don't get that kind of push.
Right.
Actually,
but you do get to be one of the people.
I would love to play a game where you just play the backstage politics, like they just play that up and like in real time. You know, it's like, you drop the F-bomb on social media, we're gonna bury you for the next 3 weeks against like
Alberto Del Rio.
Else. Yeah. There you go.
Or better yet, we're going to have a road to the special entry in Royal Rumble, where you get to be Bubba Ray Dudley. And you have to sign a one-day contract to return. Yes. And first you got to pass your physical.
Yes.
That's the mini game.
That'd be a great mini game, just like detoxing and shit. That'd be great. To answer your question, Adam, it's gonna be awful.
It's gonna be tremendously awful. But you'll finally get to play as Chaz Wellington. So.
Yes.
Warrington? Whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know.
The guy used to be Mosh.
Wellington Beef? I don't know.
Beef Wellington?
Beef Wellington, yes.
Oh, yes. We're going to include Brad Maddox this year.
Ah, can he get an alternate costume where he dresses like CM Punk?
Yes, BM Punk all the way.
CM Punk all day long.
You're also going to be able to get Chavo Guerrero and Kerwin White.
I would just die and go to heaven if I could play as Kerwin White. That'd be amazing.
I think that they should have like
a 4 minutes without playing the theme song yet. Please continue.
Oh, we're gonna keep riffing on this.
Oh, this
you
is
brought
great.
it up.
You did. You brought this upon yourself.
You asked for this when you didn't tell only one of us could be on the show.
I know. He always wants a round table, and here we are discussing things, and he's just trying to shoot us down. Jeez.
He was like, "Hey, I don't want this discussion. This discussion is not how I want it to go."
No, because I'm not the one talking.
I don't want 1,000 jokes where people will laugh at them. No. I want a hardcore conversation here.
We couldn't possibly want that.
Politics.
We're going to talk about the same thing we talked about last week, which is, I don't know, TNA.
This week we're going to break down.
You're not here.
I did. I watched it last week. I watched it live on the YouTubes. Thank you.
I want a roundtable discussion on why the dropkick is the greatest move ever.
Yes. Oh my God, let's do it.
It looks cool.
All right. Woo! And with that said,
good roundtable.
At the 5-minute mark.
And with that said,
Theme song.
Yeah. Bill wants to play as David Arquette. I love it.
This is a good one to go to break on. I think this will be a good episode to go to break on.
We all need to recharge. We're all getting a little silly.
Mm-hmm. And apparently Bill is here, so.
Since
we don't have Joke Smith Sean, we got Bill this week.
Exactly. Bill helps
It's too
out.
good for us now. More likely to be on the air this time next year than TNA.
Oh.
It's episode 206 of The Rundown. My name is Adam. I'm your host, and it is Thursday, July the 2nd, 2015. Joining me this week, Troy's here.
What up, bitches?
Andy's here.
Hey! That was the worst crusty ever. Anyway.
That was supposed to be crusty?
It wasn't, but I was laughing.
That was the worst. What the fuck was that?
Looks like you just cast yourself as insane mental patient to your next podcast.
Yes! Let's do this.
Oh.
So, Adam, how are you?
I'm well.
Troy, how are you?
I'm alive.
Oh, sorry, I cut Adam off. He was going to tell us all that it's his birthday. Like, if you don't follow him on any kind of social media, you would have no idea his birthday was coming up.
That's right. Turning the big 5-0.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are such dicks.
Yeah, so, his birthday's coming up, so if you want to possibly help him out, you could, if you want to spend money, you could send him $50, and he'll say whatever you want. You should do that and then have him sing happy birthday to himself, so then he'll get sued and have to spend the $50 back. I would find that to be hilarious. If you want to do it the cheap route, you could always sign up for Audible. Check that out. If you want to be a true lover of Adam, you can get him a John Cena t-shirt, because I know he would really enjoy that.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Or give him $50 so he can sing happy birthday to himself as Marilyn Monroe.
There you go. He could wear the dress on the podcast. He could just stand over a vent in his house.
I don't have vents in this house.
Happy birthday,
Mr. Podcast Host. All right. What I was going to say is I wanted to show this off because I think this is amazing. We were talking about this before we started recording. There is
podcasting.
Let me show you something on an audio medium here.
I will describe it. Okay, let's see it.
I hate you guys.
Wow, that's interesting. It's about 3 inches long, about a ½ inch in diameter.
It seems to be glistening.
Yeah, glistening a little bit on the tip of it. Speaking of Bill,
3 inches long, ½ an inch in diameter. I think it's Andy's penis.
Speaking of on the side, Bill says the worst crusty is on the end of Josh's dick. So there's that. There's that. More dick talk. This is gonna be Dickcast.
There is a comic book store
Definitely earned our explicit tag this week.
In my general vicinity.
And in case we haven't, cunt. But anyway, go ahead.
Jetpack Comics. And Jetpack Comics is nice enough to send their faithful subscribers a box full of goodies for their birthday.
Kind of like Loot Crate?
And I had mentioned among my interests was Doctor Who and WWE and some other stuff, and they sent me a pint glass with The Rock on it.
Fantastic.
Now, if I were to drink beer, I might fill this with Rolling Rock, and it would be the most meta pint glass ever.
You could send that to me.
No, I won't.
Love a Rolling Rock. Be fantastic.
Nope.
Oh.
So if you're in the New Hampshire area, make sure to head on down to Jetpack Comics and throw a Molotov cocktail through their window.
There you go.
Support your local businesses, people.
Absolutely. If every person goes to a local business and throws a Molotov cocktail into a window, we would have far more Walmarts and far less local businesses. But anyway.
Where do we start this week? Where do we start this week?
I've got 3 topics. I don't know how many you have. I've got 3.
Okay.
Do you want me to start with one?
Sure. Why not?
All right. I'm gonna be really bold, and it's gonna be controversial.
Uh-oh.
John Cena is the best thing about WWE right now. Deny or go along with it. John Cena is the best thing going for WWE right now. Discuss.
His matches are certainly one of the best parts of Raw at the moment because Raw is kind of lacking and gross right now.
Beyond. Is there anything that's been going on in WWE recently, or has there been a week that we have not, or you have not, when I haven't been on the show, gone on about how John Cena's match against whoever the opponent is stole the show? I can't think of a week in the last month that we haven't been talking about John Cena. And I find it ironic because of especially your hate for John Cena, that John Cena seems to be in a place right now that I find very interesting. I think it's interesting that he's no longer in the main event picture. He's kind of in that middle kind of ground and is really putting guys over. And I know he's winning, and still kind of holding on because he is the champion. But at the same time, he's making people look really, really, really good. I would profess that John Cena is really one of the best things going right now in WWE, which is very weird to say.
I wouldn't say he's the best thing. I think that Kevin Owens adds a lot to that. Before Owens showed up, for sure that was kind of the best storyline. Was probably Cena's Open Challenge, and I think a lot of it has to do with his opponents.
Mm-hmm.
When he's taken a back seat now, and he's allowing these other guys to lead the match, which I think is what's been making his matches better. Cesaro is going to always put on a good show, provided he has somebody who is willing to give up a little bit of control and let Cesaro do his thing. So we've seen a couple matches with Cesaro, a couple matches with Dolph Ziggler, Adrian Neville as well, Sami Zayn. It's those guys really that have been kind of propelling Cena to even more, where Cena is playing the male dance partner. He's hitting the spots. He's supposed to be where he's supposed to be. He's letting the other guy lead. And I respect him for that because this is a guy who obviously, had a little bit of an ego problem before this. Seems to have kind of generally accepted that his time is passing. And has been very gracious in kind of stepping back and allowing these other guys to shine. So I think in that regards it's really good, but as long as you have NXT on TV, though, that's still, to me, going to be the best WWE thing out there, because it is WWE.
But that's not WWE.
Yes, it is. Look at the center of the NXT logo. What's that? There's a WWE logo in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree.
If we have continuity, where Kevin Owens can come up on Raw and be NXT champion, that means that NXT counts. Okay?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. No, I get
because
that.
If we bring up guys from NXT and talk about their time in NXT, that makes it a WWE product. Everyone knows it is. So
again, all you need to know is the fact that their Twitter handle is at WWE NXT.
True.
Yes.
Very true. I agree with you. I definitely, I mean, I guess NXT, yeah, I guess is probably what's best going right now for WWE. But at the same time, I think Cena's more than a dance partner. I think that he's picked up his game. He's been working harder alongside this new talent and has been putting on some really tremendous matches.
He does need to stop doing the backpack stunner, though.
He does. I agree.
Oh, his one on Cesaro was fucking horrible.
I agree with that. I think that move definitely needs to go. But overall, I think that I'm very content with this John Cena.
And drop kicks.
Yes.
Stop throwing drop kicks.
and the STFU. Just
the WWF, the world's worst face lock.
Yep.
But we've got 7 moves of doom now, as we saw this week on Raw. He did that flipping powerbomb thing. That was like almost the Canadian Destroyer, but not quite.
Mm-hmm. Impressive,
and also
though.
Makes no sense when you actually think about it. But,
don't think about it too hard. But
neither does the Canadian Destroyer. Come on, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
It's the guy that takes the move that's doing all the work. And in the case of Cena's little flippy powerbomb, it's Cesaro doing the work. So I don't consider that a John Cena move. I consider that a Cesaro move, even though he's the one who was, hurt by it.
I want to see him. I want to see John Cena do that move to the Big Show.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, yeah. there's so many.
And Troy needs new pants.
There's so many moves I would love to see someone do to the Big Show. Mostly a bullet to the head.
Oh.
I don't want to kill the Big Show. I just want to I don't want to kill the Big Show. I just want to give him a career-ending injury.
Is there any way that we can hire D'Lo Brown back?
Oh my gosh. Big Show was nice enough to tweet our show once, so he's all right in my book.
Again, difference between Big Show the person, Big Show.
I know.
Retire.
All right, moving on.
Otherwise, you're going to die in the ring, and not in the fun Owen Hart way either.
With that note, we're moving on. Adam, pick a topic. Let's go.
That's going on the list.
Not that fun Owen Hart way. Oh my God.
I lost my streak last week of naming episode titles, so I got to try to bring my A game today.
Oh my God. All right, Adam, help us here. Topic. Let's move on.
All right, Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling Stone magazine
Sisyphus
put out a list of the best of the first half of the year, basically.
Mm-hmm. Must be a slow year. We're gonna fill this magazine with something.
Yes, Rolling Stone has released the WWE Best of the Rest of the Half Year Awards, because let's cram a few more words into that title. Wrestler of the Year so far. Not a surprise. Who do you got?
Probably Brock Lesnar.
CM Punk.
Kevin Owens was named the Wrestler of the Year so far. Quote, in a matter of months, the father of 2 from Maryville, Quebec, has not only stared down his potential, but surpassed it, becoming a linchpin of two promotions, and building a character inspired by everything it took to get him to this point. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his impact on the first 6 months of 2015, or wonder how high he'll climb by year's end. It's wrestling, folks. It's Kevin Owens. Runner-up Wrestler of the Year is Roman Reigns. The second best heels are The New Day. Most unavoidable face turn, Brock Lesnar. Most welcome heel turn was a tie between Sheamus and Naomi. Least exciting heel turn was Adam Rose. Most improved wrestler was Nikki Bella. Silliest promos went to Bray Wyatt.
That makes sense.
Best promos was a tie between John Cena and Kevin Owens. Most improved promos went to Ryback. Worst entrance gimmick on great new main roster wrestler, Neville. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I dig it. I also think any of the Sonic commercials would probably win over Bray Wyatt's promos.
Most puzzling new finisher, Seth Rollins using the pedigree. Most jaw-dropping finisher, Neville and the Red Arrow. Most deserved push, the Primetime Players. Least compelling title challenger, The Big Show. Most stagnant storyline, Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler and Lana.
Incorrect. The Authority storyline.
Best briefly resuscitated storyline: Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Most unfortunate injury is a tie between Daniel Bryan and Tyson Kidd. Best pay-per-view / WWE Network exclusive event going to WrestleMania. Worst pay-per-view / WWE Network exclusive event was a tie between Payback and the Royal Rumble.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Ouch.
Most gratefully non-future endeavored, Zack Ryder.
I finally got around to watching Swerved.
I did too, actually. We can talk about that.
I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Sorry, let me rephrase it. I enjoyed aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to hear from WWE fans because WWE fans are fucking horrible. I could do without that stuff. I thought the Hornswoggle thing was really dumb, and they just kept doing it. I did like the ending of that though, with Xavier Woods getting his revenge on it. And I loved Dolph Ziggler, that whole segment. Zack
With the shot of
Ryder.
the stool.
Yeah, that was good. It gave me kind of hopes for the rest of the season.
The fact that they got Ryder like 4 times was pretty awesome. But yeah, the Hornswoggle underneath the tray of nachos thing took way too long because it was like, we're going to do this whole cooking show, and now we have to lead up to you picking up that thing and finding Hornswoggle underneath.
Yeah.
So that one took way too long. I thought Natalia's reaction to that one was my favorite, though, with her just kind of stomping off and looking at Renee and going, "We're not friends." I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shocking stool was great. I love Tom Phillips' reaction to that too. Where it's like, "Fuck it, I fucking knew it. I fucking hate you guys." And then they call him back to get Alex Riley, which was fantastic. I did like the first episode more than the second episode. I thought some of the stuff in the second episode dragged a little bit. Although Seth Rollins' reaction to getting locked out of the building and not being allowed back in was pretty funny. And the whole that fan at Access breaking the trophy, I thought was pretty good.
I have not watched that.
But the dirty old lady could have done without that. That took far too long. And I don't remember anything else that happened, except for the poo microphone. And the poo microphone was funny merely for Darren Young. That microphone smells like shit.
Yeah, The Miz wasn't bad on that either.
My favorite part of the Miz's one was Darren Young coming back and saying, "Does that microphone smell like shit?" Because nobody else says that microphone smells like shit. Bill says, "I thought shocking stool was going to be Randy Orton hiding turds." Wah, wah.
I think we know Randy Orton's next finishing move.
By the way, speaking of that though, you'll notice very few main eventers on Swerve so far. We've had Seth Rollins and
Ziggler.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
seen
to be
that. That's
expected,
right. I haven't really watched it. One program that, if you haven't watched, that I thought was really, really good, maybe not really, really good, but like was enjoyable, was the Jerry Springer ones.
Can you open that beer a little louder?
I know, right? The Jerry Springer shows or whatever, the Too Hot for TV, it reminds me of the Rundown Showdown. Like, if you ever want to do another Rundown Showdown of worst moments or something, just watch an episode of that, and it'll give you all kinds of fuel. I'm like, hey, that's on our Showdown. Hey, that's on our Showdown. Hey, that's on our Showdown. It was fantastic. Speaking of, are we gonna end this anytime soon? The Showdown? Did we get votes this week?
I thought you meant the show. I was like, we just got started.
All right, I've got places to be.
If you hadn't taken 5 minutes to get to the theme song, I mean,
I meet up with a raccoon in about 10 minutes. I need to get out of here.
He was giving me a blowy,
in the dumpster. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Dumpster sex with Raccoon Reigns.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be his podcast.
Thank you, podcast 1.
he just brings on different guests and talks to them about 5 minutes, and it's like, all right, let's do it. And then there's just a sound of him having sex with whoever's guest is.
A comic zipper sound. All right, well, we're done with our questions. Let's get on to the bestiality portion of our show.
Oh, Christ. All right. Well, since Adam's not talking, here we go. I was
getting to a voicemail. Okay.
So is Roman Reigns
and
Raccoon Reigns and Luther Reigns all part of the same family?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, Roman and Raccoon are cousins.
Okay.
And then Luther is like that weird uncle that nobody talks about.
Mhm.
Okay. I got you.
You have a voicemail, so go ahead.
Okay. Again, I haven't listened to this, so I don't know exactly what we're.
I love the Soupcast. I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Which
Bread
is
goes
there's
really
nothing-
good with soup.
Do you remember a month ago when you guys made that joke about Soupcast? I'm calling it now to talk about it, even though it was a month ago. I loved that. I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Hey, it got like over 100 downloads that week. But anyway,
Yeah, eat it, normal rundown, right, listeners?
This is going to be a little bit different.
shocking.
This is not usual par for the course. Because
I think he's high again.
Awesome. I love high. I love when he's high.
Or maybe he's trying out for the new
talk about
Rocky.
good wrestling. And I didn't see much good wrestling on Raw. Not enough to talk about. I saw John Cena versus Cesaro, and I loved that match. One thing I will say about Raw is that match was incredible. Cesaro flipping Cena off in the middle of the match was phenomenal, although they censored it on USA.
Was just as
And I like the ending, and I like Kevin Owens on commentary. Kevin Owens really is like saving Raw these days, because otherwise Raw would be kind of boring. And this week it was kind of boring. So I will say that Cesaro and Cena did a really good job of entertaining this week. Now, moving on to other organizations, I saw
this is
on Ring of Honor
unprecedented.
TV an episode this week from War of Worlds, which was a cross promotion between New Japan and Ring of Honor, and I was blown away. I mean, I've heard about Adam Cole, I've seen him a couple of times, but he faced AJ Styles this week. The match was, part of the pun, phenomenal. And to open the show, there was a tag match between Kazarian and Daniels versus Okada, who is a superstar in Japan. And this guy, I mean, I've seen this guy once before in New Japan. He's got charisma for days. This guy he's a phenomenal wrestler. His finishing move is a clothesline. But it's over. It's a clothesline that's over because of how he does it and how he presents himself. So the tag match, it was Daniels and Kazarian versus Okada. I think his name is Sato, who's like Okada's like little coattail rider. But it was a great match. It was a phenomenal match. It was entertaining from bell to bell. And then, 2 hours later, TNA comes on. Well, it comes on right after, but in the main event of Impact this week, we had a phenomenal match again between Kurt Angle and EC3, and the unpinned, unbeaten EC3 wins the goddamn TNA World Title. It's crazy good. Imagine if they had done that with Rusev. If you build a guy, but instead of building to ultimately make him lose, you build him up to win the title. Wow. Imagine that concept. So a lot of good wrestling going on other stations on TV. Now, I did not have a chance to watch NXT. I'm sure NXT so wrestling this week was WWE programming. Here we go on.
Okay. So let's talk about Raw, but it's not so good. So I'm talking about it.
I understand he was high as fuck, but
I think that might have been more drunk than high, but still.
okay. Cesaro did not flip him off, as much as we
Nope.
love to. Cesaro, the tag team is called the Brass Ring Club. Okay, if they would actually use that on TV, everyone would understand, and USA wouldn't be like, "Oh shit, he's flipping him off," because he's not. He's showing him the ring. He does it in promotional pictures. He clearly does this, and yes, it looks, and it's intentional, but yes, he's showing him the ring because he's got the brass ring. Get it? He also does a machine gun, I guess, for some reason. I do. No, I love Cesaro, but none of his shit makes any sense.
Because he's foreign.
I guess.
He's the Swiss goddamn Superman.
He is.
But yeah, Sal is not the only one who thinks Raw was pretty terrible last week.
Apparently.
Not good.
Viewership hit near record lows in the 18 to 49 demographic as well as overall. The episode averaged 3.463 million viewers and a 1.11 demo rating, down 6% and 8% from last week's 3.671 million and 1.21 demo rating. The viewership is the second lowest rating for a non-holiday episode, ahead of only the episode from December 3rd of 2012.
You know what worries me about that entire thing? I hope that they realize that it's the writing that's the problem right now, and not the superstars, because, I mean, when you start Raw with a 17, 18-minute segment where Seth Rollins, who, you know, is my boy, he's a great wrestler, he can do well on the mic, but he becomes he does a whole shtick where he gives away cars and gives away trips and all this ridiculousness. That was
far too long.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, and that's not his fault. He was told to go out and do that, and he did the best that he could with it. Like, he was still entertaining, somewhat, but like that whole segment was pointless. Like the writing is just bad right now.
Here's what should have happened. Seth Rollins gives Kane a trip to Hawaii, and then says, "Not only that, you and I are going to fight Dean Ambrose and Rollin Reigns in the main event tonight." And Kane should have gone, "No, I think I'll just go to Hawaii. Thanks, though."
That would have been great. Would have been a funny moment. But yeah, it seems like, I don't know. I'm worried because they're gonna. I don't want them to blame, you know, people like Rollins, people like Ambrose, people who are, you know, working their asses off, who are trying to put on a good show, but are stuck with these shit, you know, talk segments, these storylines that right now, aside from Cena and Owens, we don't really care all that much about. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of stagnant.
Well, you have nothing to worry about. I can guarantee you they will blame the talent.
The show, in terms of the demographic rating, the show ranked third for the night, behind Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Ooh.
Whatever the fuck that
That
is.
sounds sexy.
And a show on the Discovery Channel called Street Outlaws.
Ooh. Well, I can
Whatever
see
the
why I
fuck
lost.
that is. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, so not a great episode of Raw this week. Although, yes, the Cesaro versus Cena match was the highlight. Although having it end the same way as the match against Neville wasn't my favorite, but it did tell a good story, so I'll grant them that.
And its story was that John Cena is always going to win. Forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord, for blessing us with John Cena.
Cena wins,
he is
LOL.
He is my savior, and if he would lose, I would kill myself.
Oh my.
Just trying to see if there's anything stuff.
I've got
See how long between suicide joke and next topic we can get.
Hey, I've got a topic. I saw a rumor. A couple of the rumor websites were talking about.
And King Barrett won, so that was good.
There you go. I
gonna
didn't see that. It wasn't on Hulu. But anyway, I was reading some rumors, and one of the rumors going around right now is that they're still looking for one of several combinations to main event WrestleMania 32. All the combinations involving Triple H and The Rock. And the terminology that's being thrown around is main event, the show. So whether it be The Rock versus Triple H, or The Rock versus Triple H and then Ronda Rousey versus Steph, or a tag team match involving all four of those individuals, the idea is that either way, it sounds like right now the rumor is it's going to be Triple H and The Rock main eventing WrestleMania. I know that the wording's a little weird there, but like they're really making it clear in a lot of the rumor things that they're throwing that term main event around. Do you think that they could get away with actually main eventing, ending the show with two wrestlers who I think wrestled in the main event of like WrestleMania 18 or 19 or whenever it was that they were feuding.
I can't see them ending the show with those two. I can see them doing very similar to what they did with Sting for this Mania, which I'd be cool with. The Rock and Triple H together again would be an awesome match. Plus, The Rock is fucking gigantic at this point. That dude is bigger now than he was when he was a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Not only in popularity, but also in shape.
I was going to say, are you talking physically or metaphorically?
Both. But no, I understand it's WrestleMania, but you need to close out WrestleMania with the championship on the line, because that needs to be the last image, is your champion, title belt raised above his head.
And also the big push for the Royal Rumble is that the winner gets a main event match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So unless The Rock is going to enter the Royal Rumble, win it, and then
somehow Triple H gets the championship.
Triple H will win the championship at.
That's how his feud with Seth Rollins is going to end.
There you go.
Yes, they're going to have a Royal Rumble match, and Triple H will be a 17, 18-time world champion.
There you go.
And then we're going to have Mick Foley's going to show up suddenly. And then Val Venus is going to take the Intercontinental Championship, and it'll be Attitude Era all over again.
I don't know. It just worries me. I want to see that match. I do want to see Triple H versus The Rock, because they're both still in good enough shape, and they can totally put on a great match. But I really hope and pray and hope that it's not the one match that they're trying to push just because they have name recognition. You know, like, because I think that one of the things, to go back to what you said earlier, is don't worry, they'll blame the superstars, is that I don't think they have a lot of faith in a lot of the talent right now.
No, I think that's pretty obvious, because we've got Seth Rollins as champion, and they're trying. They are trying to get his name out there, but at this point, there's a good chance that Lesnar will win the belt again, and even though he at this point shouldn't win the belt again, because you need to start building up some better talent, and just having Brock Lesnar continue out his 3-year, I work 20 dates a year contract as champion will be bullshit. Because you're hampering yourself as a company if you're not making new superstars.
I agree. Adam?
Yeah,
he's mesmerized by Optimus Prime's penis back behind your head there.
Yeah.
Like, kind of thrusting it forward, like, yeah! Oh, suck it, Starscream.
There's another one that's going on the list. No, I mean we've complained about that in years past with, and I complained about it when The Rock took the title from CM Punk. Temporary guys getting these main event slots, especially since it was painfully obvious that The Rock only took the title from CM Punk so that John Cena could get his win back at WrestleMania and get the title back. So I doubt that match would be a main event, would be the final match on the show. I doubt that very strongly, and I don't think they would be dumb enough to try that, because people would revolt.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just the rumor mills being dumb as usual.
Being rumory.
One more note from Raw, just because I want to mention this because it made me laugh. The match between The Miz and, was it The Big Show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the first ever count out at 4?
I didn't catch that. I was kind of zoning in and out of Raw, actually, when I was watching it. So,
referee Dan Engler, formerly known as Rudy Charles, there was a point in the match where Big Show did something to Miz. Miz rolled out of the ring and left. He counted to 4, and then basically went, fuck it, he's not coming back. Ring the bell. We had a count out victory at 4.
Now, so since I zoned in and out, did he run up the ramp and not back? Oh, okay.
He left.
Okay.
Just the fact that the referee got to 4 and was like, nah, fuck it. We don't need to play this out.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got out.
I've seen referees who sped up the count when like there's no like they've run off and they're not coming.
I've just never seen that before, and it made me laugh. That he 4. Ring the bell. Fuck it.
Oh, he crossed the line. He's disqualified. He crossed the line. He went in the back curtain. Guess he's not coming back.
As a result of disqualification. Yeah.
Your winner of the match as a result of somebody going out of bounds.
If you had to guess, which
12.
would be the
You said to guess, Jesus Christ.
if you had to guess which would be the most popular best-selling WWE DVD over the last 3 months? So what's that? April, May, and June.
Over the Edge 1989.
What? You think 1989?
Of like new releases.
1999.
Yeah, the most popular WWE DVD release over the last 3 months.
You'll get it eventually.
When was the
Be
Macho
good.
Man one released?
I don't know.
The rise and fall.
So it
of,
must not be that one. Never mind. Yeah, I'm trying to think what they've been promoting on DVD. WrestleMania?
Troy, do you have a guess?
Other than Over the Edge 1999, I'm gonna have to say
Yes.
Let's see here. My Time Triple H.
Okay. Coming in at number 5.
Countdown.
With 62,000 copies sold. I'm guessing that number is out. That number means
China's Playboy.
Is John Cena's Greatest Rivalries. Coming in at number 4 with 83,000 copies sold is the Attitude Era Volume 2.
Oh.
Number 3 with 88,000 copies is The Best of Sting.
Yeah.
Number 2 with 92,000 copies is WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And the number 1 best-selling DVD of the last 3 months with 119,000 copies sold.
Was Sunny Side Up?
Slam City.
What?
Oh, no.
No, I thought you were gonna say some bullshit like the Flintstones movie or whatever. But oh my god, that's even worse.
Bill, I don't think Sunny Side Up was put out by WWE, so that doesn't count.
I also believe that One Night in China was probably not released by WWE either.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Slam City. For fuck's sake.
Also a possible Sunny title, Slam City.
Or as Bill says on the side, Sunny's rise and fall, and rise and fall, and rise and fall, etc.
I think you're saying it far too slowly.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta go a little slow. And just kind of easy.
Don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do.
Swivel, and a little swivel, a little half swivel. And then you just
Oh, good lord.
No, keep going.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay. Rundown Wrestling Podcast. It'll make your dick hard.
That's right. Can we get a new logo that says that, please? I'll design it.
Talk to
I'll look into it.
Tegan, get on that shit.
yeah, exactly.
Make sure the rundown is
See if
just.
Mrs. Brown can put together a nice phallic symbol.
If only she actually listened to the show.
Okay. Well, somebody tweet Tegan Brown and tell her make a new Rundown Podcast logo and make sure that the Rundown font is just splattered.
Looks like a penis.
And make sure that there's a subtitle that says, "It gets your dick hard."
Oh my god! And then you could have like 3 testicles underneath with our 3 faces. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. And then you could have like one really shriveled, kind of dirty one in the corner that's Josh's.
You're never on the show.
yours
I am
would
on
be
the
like,
show a lot more than you give me credit for.
Yours would be obscure at best. As
God,
you're like the
this-
mythical testicle. Hey.
Yes. I'm just floating there in the ether.
That's
The
right.
mythical testicle.
Did I just do a third one? I think I just did a third one.
That's right. We're all test fans here.
Bill on the side says, "The rundown, Sonny's leg."
Oh.
I haven't gotten that one yet. Okay. There it is. Oh, gross.
Somebody tweet Sunny and tell her to watch the show right now.
Sunny, join in. Give us some suggestions.
She'd probably enjoy it. She'd be like, they're talking about me. I'm relevant.
All right. Do we want a trivia before we get to the main event news story?
Sure.
Why not?
Sure.
This week's episode is brought to you by Obscure 90s Wrestling Facts.
Here we go. So we're going to play that trivia game.
You're going to do it?
What? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not? You want me to do it? You want to do it? I don't care.
TMI, Bill.
But if you want to do it.
I don't care. You want to do it?
Troy, which game do you want to play? You want to play my game, 1998 WWF Trivia, or you want to play Andy's game that takes forever on the internet?
Hey, I preloaded some screens at least.
Let's do both.
Let's do both.
Let's do both.
We're just gonna just bombard Troy with questions and see how he does. There we go.
Andy seems very excited about this. And
I don't really care.
We only get Andy like once every couple of blue
Jesus
moons,
Christ.
So let's go with
You
Andy's.
sons of bitches! I feature you on my podcast, and you treat me like this. All right, fine. So we're gonna play this trivia game. What I've got a trivia website that looks like it was from probably the 1990s as well. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you one of three
lots of
wrestling
animated
names.
gifs and
Oh yeah,
scrolling
there's gifs all over the place. I'm gonna give you
And it was
three.
hosted by Angel Fire.
Yes, I'm gonna give you
Let's see
three
it.
wrestling names.
www.geocities.com/marketplace/13246855/WrestleMania/trivia.html.
God, fucking hate you guys. All right, I'm gonna give you three wrestler names, and you tell me what wrestler you want some trivia, and I'll read you three questions, and each question you have if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, I'll turn it to the next person. They'll get a chance. The person who chooses the category gets all three questions first. So, who wants to go first? How about Adam? Because Adam never gets to do trivia.
There you go.
All right, Adam. I'm just going to pull three random ones from this list because I don't remember who we chose last time. So your first three are CM Punk, Goldberg, or Kevin Nash. Because I don't think we did Kevin Nash last time.
I will take CM Punk, please.
CM Punk. All right. And of course, that was one of the ones I had loaded, but it's loading very quickly compared to last time, so that's fantastic. All right. Question numero uno. Let's see. Let's try to find the ones that are actually answerable. And we'll do it like I did last time, where if you get it right, you get 2 points. If you want a multiple choice, you get 1 point. So here we go. What wrestler did CM Punk face in a May 2005 episode of Sunday Night Heat for his first WWE tryout? 2 points if you can get it now. 1 point if you need multiple choice.
I will take the multiple choice, please.
All right. Four possible answers here. Number 1, Shelton Benjamin. Number 2, Val Venus. Number 3, Chris Jericho. Or number 4, Billy Kidman.
Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin is incorrect. You get a chance to steal the 1 point.
I actually was thinking Val Venus when you said this question.
Is that your answer?
Yep.
Val Venus is correct. Absolutely. 1 point for Troy. All right, Adam, your next question. Who did CM Punk defeat to become World Heavyweight Champion by cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase for a title shot?
Jeff Hardy.
Incorrect.
What?
World Heavyweight Champion. Did he win the World Heavyweight Champion from Jeff too, though?
I thought that's how he turned heel. He cashed in his Money in the Bank on Jeff Hardy, and then turned heel.
Maybe this is before that happened.
You said cashed in his Money in the Bank. It's in the question.
Let's pick a different question here.
He's only done it twice, dude.
All right, next one.
What did the thing say the answer was?
Edge.
That was actually going to be my answer, so.
Well, I figured it's not fair though. If he turned it in, he did it twice. So anyway, which wrestler? Oh wait, hey, there we go. The next one was Jeff Hardy about Money in the Bank for a second briefcase win.
God
did?
damn it.
Who did CM Punk lose in a match with a stipulation that the loser would be shaved bald?
Rey Mysterio.
That is correct for 2 points. Adam, third question. Who did CM Punk face at WrestleMania 28? So quiet right now. So much dead air. Hey, Troy, fill in the dead air with your really awesome skills. Your
vamp,
your
which
vamp.
apparently Troy thinks means beatbox. This is my think music.
Answer. Give me your answer.
It wasn't Taker, because Taker was 29.
You can get multiple choice.
Give me your answer.
Yeah, let's do the multiple choice.
All right. Almost died there. All right, number 1, The Undertaker. Number 2, Chris Jericho. Number 3, Daniel Bryan. Number 4, Randy Orton.
Oh, that was Chris Jericho, wasn't it?
That's correct for 1 point. Adam is up 3, 2, 1. Troy, your 3 wrestlers. Let's see here. As I die here. All right, 3 wrestlers are Mick Foley, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you need to go any further than that.
Are we doing Randy Savage? All right, Randy Savage it is. All right, first question. Let's see here.
I should warn you, I don't know that much about Mr. Randy Savage.
Oh, God. Which body part? Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. The only body part that Miss Elizabeth ever needed.
Oh, take that back. That was the wrong one. That was Randy Orton. I saw Randy there, and I was like, oh, that's him. Never mind. Wrong Randy. All right, here we go. How many times has Randy Savage won the Intercontinental title?
Oh, not enough. See, I don't know a whole lot about Mr. Randy Savage, but I'm going to have to go, yeah. Let's go with a hearty 3.
3 is incorrect. Adam could steal it.
How many times has he won the Intercontinental Championship?
Uh-huh. You can do it for 2, or you can get multiple choice for 1.
Give me the multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choices are 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I'm going to go 3 now. I'll say 4.
Incorrect. Macho Man Randy Savage has been Intercontinental Champion 1 time.
Really?
Oh, see, I told you, not enough.
Exactly. Question 2, Troy. Who
Yes.
did Randy Savage defeat to become King of the Ring?
Ooh, everybody.
Everybody?
Technically, he's not wrong. No.
Macho Man Randy Savage is going to say, let me think here.
Macho
I'm going to
Man's
say
memory is not very good.
it's not.
Well, he's dead, for God's sakes. Give
I
him a
went,
break.
I went pretty hard into that tree. See, and, I'm going to say Lex Luger.
Lex Luger is incorrect. Adam, you can totally steal.
I will take the multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choices are number 1, Bret Hart. Number 2, Mr. Perfect. Number 3, King Kong Bundy. Number 4, Ted DiBiase.
You know, I was thinking DiBiase, but then you said Perfect, and I was kind of thinking Perfect. But I'm going to go with my gut and say DiBiase.
You'd be incorrect. The correct answer was King Kong Bundy.
Oh, yeah, I took the crown right from that bitch.
Oh, God. All right.
I made him look
next.
like King Hippo. Oh.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Who did Randy Savage drop his first 2 WCW title reigns to?
Let me think here. You know what? The Macho Man's gonna go ahead and ask for some multiple choices.
All right. Number 1, The Giant. Number 2, Ric Flair. Number 3, Vader. Number 4, Lex Luger.
You know, that's a good question. Sadly, I wasn't watching WCW even when I was employed by them. So the Macho Man's gonna have to go out on a limb here and say,
That limb tree, get it?
oh yeah. I'm gonna say the Giant.
The Giant is incorrect. Adam, you can steal it for 1
damn
point.
it.
Ric Flair?
Ric Flair is correct for 1 point. Adam, you are up 4-1. All right. Adam, your 3 wrestlers include...
No. I think it's definitely the Macho Man's turn to take over again.
All right, your 3 wrestlers are The Rock, Ric Flair, or Shawn Michaels.
Let's do Shawn Michaels, please.
Shawn Michaels trivia. Here we go. First question. In what year did Shawn Michaels make his wrestling debut?
Oh. Choices, please.
Your choices are 1982, 1984, 1986, and 1988.
84.
84 is correct for 1 point, Adam. The Rain Man of Wrestling. Here we go. Second. I was 1. All right, so.
There's 2.
Oh, you old motherfucker.
Oh, fuck. All right, question 2. What organization did Shawn Michaels first wrestle in?
Say Global Force Wrestling.
Global Force.
The AWA.
That'd be incorrect. Troy, 2 points if you can get it, or 1 point if you need multiple choice.
Let's go with multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Number 1 is Memphis Pro Wrestling. Number 2, Texas Championship Wrestling. Number 3, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And number 4, Mid-South Wrestling.
I think it's Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
That is incorrect. The correct
And I'm
answer
not wrong.
is Mid-South. Mid-South. All right. Third question. That one's way too fucking easy. Not going to give you that one.
What is Shawn Michaels' finishing maneuver called?
No, it was who was Shawn Michaels' tag team partner when they made up the Rockers.
Nobody remembers.
Leif
that.
Cassidy.
Here we go. Who did Shawn Michaels lose his first Intercontinental title reign to?
Oh. Razor Ramon.
Incorrect. Troy, you can answer it for 2 or you get multiple choice for 1.
Are you getting the answers text message to you? Was that what
I think you
Nope. That was a Snapchat.
Oh. Ooh, what is it?
probably naked.
It's you naked?
It's me. I'm Snapchatting under the table. But anyway.
Hot. Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice. All right. So who did he lose his first Intercontinental title reign to? Was it Marty Jannetty, Razor Ramon,
Nope.
Mr. Perfect, or Owen Hart?
I'm going to say Mr. Perfect.
Incorrect. It was actually Marty Jannetty, who came back after being gone for a while and won it, and I believe didn't hold on to it for very long. Troy, last round. You are losing by 4 points right now. It's 5-1. So Bill pipes on the side. The Rocker, Shawn Michaels, and your mama, which is true. My mother does look like Marty Jannetty. But anyway, your 3 wrestlers are, Troy, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, or The Undertaker.
Well, you know, I got to go with that Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold. All right, let's see here. First question.
Let me just say it first. This bad impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin is brought to you by DraftKings.com. Get in now, set your fantasy lineups, see if you can destroy my all-wife beating team.
Oh, good Lord. All right, so who beat Steve Austin to end his first WCW TV title reign?
Never happened.
It did happen.
Oh, sorry.
You can get multiple choice for 1 point, or you.
Well, good old Stone Cold's had a couple concussions, so I'm going to need some multiple choice on that.
All right, multiple choice. So who ended his first ever WCW TV title run? Was it Dusty Rhodes? Was it Barry Windham? Was it Ron Simmons? Or was it Rick Rude?
Well, I'm going to have to go with that Barry Windham.
That would be correct. 1 point.
Hey, I got one right.
Hey, you're catching up. You just need 3 more to win now.
Hey. That correct answer was brought to you by JR's Barbecue Sauce.
Deer Hunter 2015.
All right.
No, that's the next gimmick I got to do.
Oh my God. Let's give you a little bit of an easier one. Who was Steve Austin's first manager in the WWE? Or sorry, WWF.
If I remember correctly, that would have been $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
That would be the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. 2 points. You are now.
Too easy.
That was back when I had some beautiful long locks, and I was the ringmaster.
It was
Stone
either
Cold
that
Steve Austin.
or who was he teaming with when he was the Hollywood Blondes, which would have been even easier.
They weren't flowing long locks at that point. He had a buzz cut. He wasn't bald, but he had a buzz cut.
Man, that one's really easy too. How about this one? Because this one's not as easy. Steve Austin's first WWF World title shot was at what event? You could do multiple choice and tie and go into a tiebreaker.
Let's go with multiple choice. I'm going to get it wrong anyways.
All right. So Steve Austin's first WWF World title shot was at what event? Was it at In Your House? Was it at Raw is War? Was it at King of the Ring? Was it at WrestleMania? So much searching the ceiling. It's got to be up there written somewhere.
Austin 316 says I just got this wrong. I'm going to say WrestleMania.
That is wrong. Adam, for the steal and the glory.
In heaven.
Not that I need to steal because I'm winning. But,
Take a stab at it.
If you get it wrong, you might get minus 3 points.
It may happen. It's my game.
Monday Night Raw.
No, In Your House. Which one? I have no idea. So there we go. So final score is Adam 5, Troy 4. Good job, gentlemen. Good job, gentlemen. All right.
Yeah.
Main event time. Let's do this. Let's get this show off the old air.
Well, you should have reminded me. I could have had the scoreboard up for Dicks versus Pussies again.
Yes. Throwback.
Okay. We're going to end this week with, I think, more TNA news than we've ever had on this program ever.
Wow.
Because so much shit went down this week in TNA.
Well, get it in now, because pretty soon we're not going to have any more TNA news ever.
Exactly. Let's go note by note. An update on the pending exits of James Storm and Magnus from the TNA roster. According to a report, both James and Magnus asked for their releases because TNA is running fewer shows than they did previously, and therefore they're making less money. In addition, they will have opportunities to work elsewhere, and both want to try and make more money for their families. TNA reportedly understood both of those issues, since talent are making less money due to less shows. Per the report, TNA is facing a new reality where the company is largely producing TV instead of being a full-time wrestling company that regularly runs live events too. TNA now has to change the way the company operates to reflect its current situation. Currently, TNA's plan is for both men to come back and continue working the tapings and be a part of the TV shows while they work on finding other shows to supplement their income. TNA is said to be willing to risk allowing WWE to make a run at either talent because the company has so much respect for Storm and Magnus. Besides Storm and Magnus, Austin Aries' contract is also expected to expire following Slammiversary on Sunday, or last Sunday. Per the report, TNA still wants to work with Aries in the future. And that's just the beginning.
I think we're up to about 8 now.
According to WrestleZone, it appears that Austin Aries is done with TNA Wrestling. It had been previously reported that his contract was ending on Monday, that the sides were negotiating as of this week's Impact tapings At this week's Impact tapings, Aries wrestled Rockstar Spud. The match stipulation was that if Aries won, he got to take Spud's Rockstar name, but if Spud won, Aries had to leave TNA. Spud won the match, and that appears to be Aries' exit from the company.
That seems like an unfair trade.
That's the worst exit I've ever heard. If you win, you get a terrible nickname. If I win, you get fired.
While TNA is taping TV into August at these tapings, and the Aries exit should air in late July or early August, the roster has undergone a big change over the last week or so. Gunner, Sam Shaw, James Storm, Magnus, Low-Key, and now Austin Aries are finished with the company.
Who do they have left?
You know what? If Aries wants, we can do that exact same match, and he could try to win my Twitter handle, Rockstar Troy. There you go. Since he apparently loves the moniker Rockstar.
Like, who do they even have left in the company?
EC3.
Yep, that's
and
it.
the Wolves.
Just the champions. That's it.
That's just right now.
Next note, according to F4WOnline.com, there is a lot of skepticism in TNA locker room about the recent talent releases. TNA has kept the talent in the dark in the past regarding the company's creative plans, and some believe that they are being kayfabed in regards to a GFW invasion angle, which is something we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm. You have to have actual talent signed to your roster, and not the same talent that's already on the roster you're invading.
Yeah.
In order to actually do an invasion angle. Oh my God, it's Austin Aries and
well, you would think that that's what it would take, but WWE did an invasion angle with barely any of the WCW people, so there you go.
Yeah, but they at least had some WCW people. It wasn't like Global Force Wrestling is coming in and being like, we got Austin Aries, we got James Storm, we got Jeff Hardy. What do you got? You got nothing. Bring your bromans. EC3s.
The TNA locker room is also said to be mentally burned out due to the recent string of TV tapings. Many are not looking forward to the tapings this month, which are scheduled to last 8 days.
Damn. Like in a row?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I would be burnt out too.
Well, it's okay. I mean, they work 8 days now, and then they never have to work again for the company till next year.
Yeah.
There's also said to be heat between talent and management. Shocking. Due to management being perceived as phony. Over the last 18 months, Jeff Jarrett was buried and treated like public enemy number one, and then brought back as if nothing was wrong. Some feel that if TNA was looking to run an invasion angle, they could have used Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore promotion, because House of Hardcore pulls actually good crowds and uses a lot of name talent, and Dreamer currently works for TNA.
Or you could run a ex-WWE superstar invasion, but then again, you'd have the same problem as Global Force Wrestling and all the rest. It's Jeff Hardy!
Yeah.
I think Christian Cage is running back there. EC3! The guy who was Brodus Clay, whatever the fuck he is now. Tyrus, whatever. Some stupid fucking name.
According to RingsideNews.com, Kurt Angle appeared before the live crowd at the TNA taping this week to announce that he has a tumor in his neck that needs to be operated on, and he will be taking time off.
And it's his brain.
They then shot an angle with Ethan Carter attacking Angle. Angle has known about the tumor for about a year. As of late, it has been causing him some issues, leading to muscle atrophy, which is why he is having surgery. If everything goes according to plan, he'll need about 3 weeks of recovery and should be back in time for the TV tapings at the end of this month.
Not good for them.
The feeling backstage regarding the TNA GFW working relationship is that Jarrett wouldn't have been there and wouldn't have won King of the Mountain if everything was all right with the company.
So this is what we need. We need two viewers to donate $20 each so that we can have a winning bid for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship when the company goes under and they start auctioning off their stuff.
Yeah. By the way, we were talking last week about the King of the Mountain match, and surprise, Jeff Jarrett won the King of the Mountain match.
Get the fuck out!
And the title that it was for was the King of the Mountain Championship.
That's a thing.
It is now. If you remember, TNA used to have a television title. It was a red belt with some spangly little medallions on there that Booker T won and turned it into the Legends Championship, saying that only legends could fight for the championship. And then something else happened to it, and then it got retired, and now it's back as the King of the Mountain Championship.
They just duct taped over it and wrote on it with
So
Sharpie.
we are recycling title belts at this point.
That's where we are, apparently. Holy cow.
Can't wait till the old X Division title belt comes back as the Intercontinental belt.
The Wrestling Observer reports that some of the TNA talent who left recently are being transferred over to GFW in order to work a future invasion angle between the two promotions. The site claims that the belief is that any TNA talent going to Global Force Wrestling, specifically naming James Storm, will be back on TNA soon. The site adds that while Magnus is working GFW shows on the 9th through the 11th, as well as the TV tapings on the 24th, he has not yet actually signed a contract with Global Force Wrestling. The site also says that Jeff Jarrett will be defending the King of the Mountain Championship in Global Force Wrestling.
Weird. I don't have much to say. It's just... It's not sounding good.
Lastly,
Good Lord.
Pro Wrestling Illustrated, one of the longest running pro wrestling magazines, announced this week that it will no longer recognize the TNA World Championship as a World Championship.
Wow.
It will only recognize the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as a world title.
That's harsh. Well, it was nice to know you, TNA.
Yup.
We had some fun times, like the 3 times that I watched you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they should have worked something out with Spike.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Anything to add, Troy?
I think we're...
What was that?
That was brain farting.
Any kind of final eulogy for TNA here?
Yep. Well, you know, TNA, you started off as a really bad joke, and you're ending off as an incredibly bad joke. Congratulations.
Indeed.
You're the CZW of this generation.
Tell Zeus to shut up.
I'm sorry. Zeus, stop.
That does it for the rundown for this Thursday, July the 2nd, 2015.
How many days now?
215 days since Nikki Bella won the WWE Divas Championship.
She's going to be the longest reigning Divas champion soon.
She already is.
Nope. That's not quite there yet.
I think she's in second place
She's
right now.
number 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
Lee, they made on Raw. They made note of that, which means that they're trying to break it.
Yeah, they're going to break it, which kind of screws up my prediction that she was going to lose the belt tomorrow morning. But
well, like she wakes up in bed, like, what'd I do with that belt? Where'd it go?
It's not tomorrow morning. It's Saturday morning.
So whatever. Tomorrow night, technically.
Oh yeah, the 4th of July in Japan. That thing that makes perfect sense. Anyway.
Yeah, that thing that's totally happening, and you know.
Hey, did we do predictions for that?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
They've also done a terrible job of promoting it because I had a bitch of a time trying to find the match card for it, and they still have yet to announce who Brock Lesnar's fighting, even though everyone knows it's Kofi Kingston.
My favorite part of that whole thing is that they talk about it on NXT, and they show commercials for it on like during Raw, but they don't talk about it during Raw. They just talk about it during NXT. Bill says, "What about your voicemail?" Which worries me. That perhaps
no. He just tagged it with "You should listen unscreened."
You should.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Let's see what this is.
I'm curious.
Whenever you're ready. It's right here. Oh, Bluetooth, you fickle mistress. Hang on. La, la, la.
Dead
la,
air.
la.
Vamp.
There we go.
Play that voicemail.
In the hole. In the hole.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay, well, I was
so
wrong.
racist.
That did a really good job of promoting Beast in the East.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Oh God.
We have a new Sean on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, sending us random voicemails in the middle of the show. If you want to send us a voicemail, give us a call at 206-202-6478. So, go to audibletrial.com/rundown for a free audiobook and a 30-day free trial. Make me a little bit of money. Lucky Pro Wrestling Summer Sizzler returns to the Elks Lodge in Clinton, Massachusetts. That's a good Massachusetts. On Friday, July 10th, next Friday. Go to luckyprowrestling.com or search for it on Facebook. Atlantic Pro Wrestling returns Sunday, July 26th at Newburyport Old Homecoming. Elkmania 3 on September 26th. And Liberty States returns sometime in October. Follow us on Twitter at Rundown Podcast. I live tweet Raw. I live tweet Tough Enough when I get to watch it if the DVR is not acting up. I live tweet NXT. Spoiler alert, in the near future, I'll also be able to live tweet SmackDown. Send your feedback, send your catchphrase suggestions, send your fake sponsors, or if you want to be a real sponsor, send $50 to rundownwrestling@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail, like I said, 206-202-6478, 206-20.
What?
Angst.
That's a character I was trying. Wrong number Asian. Okay.
That's great.
Like us on Facebook and tell your parents to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/rundownwrestling. To make a donation of the monetary variety, go to rundown.podomatic.com and click the PayPal donate button on the right-hand side of the screen. Watch our archived episodes, including Dubstep Josh and Troy Makes Faces at youtube.com/rundownpodcast. And circle me on Google Plus at google.com/+AdamRundownHost.
Circle that jerk.
Buy some poetry at tinyurl.com/distanthorizons. What the fuck is
no! What is going on? What just happened? Something just got eaten. Oh no, that's stuffed animal.
That is a stuffed animal in a meat grinder. Go to youtube.com/rundownwrestling to see what the fuck that is. youtube.com/rundownpodcast to see what that is. Go do some other shit at shadowvane.net.
Shadowvane.net, check it out. Good podcast. We're releasing episode 11 once I get back from vacation, so go check it out. We just did an episode of The Raven. We're gonna have some of the voice actors do some different classic stories, so check it out.
That's right. It's a 30-minute episode of just one of the voice actors just going, "What about me? What about Raven?"
Yes. Hey, if that gets the listeners to go listen to it, that's fine.
What about Raven?
That's true. We had.
Will you ever take me up on the offer to do your Chasing Distant Horizons in different wrestling voices?
That would be fantastic.
I don't know if that would make that could be a bonus for the Patreon.
There you go. Yeah. But patreon.com/shadowvane, we could use some backers. We got some good stuff, so check it out.
Again, I would do a Patreon for this show, but I have nothing worthwhile to give away.
Your firstborn.
No, you can't have him.
Jar Cena.
That I might be able to work out. Search for us on iTunes under the Rundown Wrestling Podcast. If you subscribe, you get the podcast delivered to you absolutely free each and every week for $0.00. If you cannot afford a monetary donation, leave a 5-star review because that helps other people find us. If you leave your name and a text review, we will read that at the end of a future episode.
Hey, speaking of iTunes, if you leave a 5-star rating review on Shadowvane, you will get in the running for a free T-shirt. So there you go.
We're also available on Stitcher, also free, but all you have to do is download the app to.
It's your mother.
On your iOS or Android device. Thanks.
No, thank you.
To Tegan Brown for the logo. Thanks to everybody for listening. Thanks to Bill on the side. Thanks to Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And to Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to I Fight Dragons at ifightdragons.com for the theme song.
I'm going to look at this link from Bill.
Next week.
Oh my God! Don't click that link. Oh my God. Oh my God. Actually, Adam, you should click that link.
Oh, for God's sake! Next week, there is no episode next week.
Oh my God! What will the world
there-
do? It's
there-
like no one will listen. Kind of like now.
There might be a mini-sode if there might be a
Troy looked at the picture.
there might be a mini-sode if a certain bespectacled mammal can get his shit together. But at present,
I vote that's our new logo.
I use that for the logo, indeed. Oh my God! That's
and the week after that, we return, and we're moving to Tuesdays. It has been decided.
Okay.
We're fine on Tuesday night, Michael.
Tuesday.
And with that said, as always, Jacob, good night and good luck.
And fun. Go to shadowvane.net. Check it out.
And tune in 2 weeks for a spectacularly differently dayed episode of the Rundown Wrestling Podcast.
Bye-bye, peoples.
Bye-bye.
Is that done? Oh, I should hit stop.
How could you forget me?
I didn't know that we ended the show. You just kind of stopped talking.
I hit stop. La 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 la. Did you click that link, Adam?
Not yet.
Click it. Click it. That's amazing.
It's fucked up.
It's not a link. I have to copy and paste this.
Yeah, it's
I
it
did
takes
too.
like 2 seconds.
I gotta Control C, and then I gotta move my mouse all the way down here.
Oh my God, life is so hard. First
New
world problem.
tab, and then I gotta Control.
Oh my
C,
God.
Then I gotta hit Enter
Listen
and
to
see
me,
a naked
bitch.
Miss Piggy going into a coffee meat grinder.
But it's a cake.
I assume it's some kind of cake. Yes.
All right, I gotta clean the audio out of here and get the background out. Let's see. This could take a few. Noise removal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drugs bad, okay.
Okay.
There are times when you get suckered in. Sex and alcohol, drugs and alcohol and sex with women, okay? But it's when you do these things too much that you've become an addict and must get back in touch. You can do it. It's all up to you, okay? With a little plan, you can change your life today. They'll have to spend your life growing up in the trash, home with on the streets, giving handjobs for cash. Follow my plan, and very soon you will say it's easy, okay? I can do the whole song, but we're still on YouTube, so I can't do the whole song.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
I probably shouldn't have done that much of the song.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But they can't sue us because we don't make any money from this, so.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm pretty sure they can.
I'm pretty sure. Shut up, Troy. How about that?
Oh.
Oh.